Nestled in the middle of the Aegean Sea to the east of mainland Greece is the largest of the Cycladic islands called Naxos. If you ever thought of traveling or wanted to entertain the idea of visiting this beautiful place, we hope you find our experience insightful.
Hi guys, my name is Butch Stevens and this is my wife Paulina.
And we had the opportunity to visit Naxos Island, Greece in June of 2022.
Naxos, an island halfway between Mykonos and Santorini, is home to around 20,000 people. Much different from the popular islands, Naxos is much larger, has more natural scenery, is slower paced, and commercialism is much less prevalent. We highly enjoyed this aspect as we prefer traveling to a place where we can unplug, relax, and get away from the hustle and bustle and experience culture. The first thing we noticed as we were driving our rental car was the incredible views and the amount of various beaches that we could experience. Nearly every day we tried out a different beach and enjoyed the pleasant sand, the calm waves, and the cool, clean water. If being more adventurous is your thing, then you should definitely check out Mikrovigla, as it is a great place for kite surfing due to the winds that are prevalent.
My husband and I love to eat good food, and Naxos did not disappoint. Locally sourced, the food tasted fresh and had so much flavor. We had the local alcohol called citron, made from the fruit and leaves of a tree resembling lemons, and we enjoyed the local dishes of moussaka, pasticcio, and all the other various dips for our pita bread and vegetables.
Our humble abode for the week was in a cluster of houses on the southwestern part of the island called Kamari Village. The first thing we were greeted with when we arrived were friendly smiles, fresh bread, butter, eggs, and a personalized tour of where we'd be spending next week. We instantly fell in love with the simplicity of the structure and layout, the different places to relax, the amenities in the villa, the swimming pool, and the overall atmosphere. I have to say, if we just came to Naxos and relaxed in the villa all week, we would have been perfectly fine with that. We spent many hours at one of our number of lounge areas or beds inside or outside, reading a book, taking a nap. We felt right at home.
Naxos town, also known as Chora, is the capital city of Naxos, which is home to about 1/3 of the island, located on the northwest side. This town provides multiple eateries, local vendors, and shops intertwined between the buildings and long, narrow passageways, and cats. Many cats. During our whole week on the island, we visited this capital city 3 times for different restaurants and various activities. And then there's the obligatory selfie at the Temple of Apollo, which is quite hard to miss. We spent one day on a catamaran tour with Naxos Yachting Catamarans, which we purchased through the website Viator. This day trip started in the morning, and we went through dinner and we visited multiple historical sites around Naxos, including a small chapel on a tiny island. We also sailed over to the neighboring island of Paros to the west and relaxed in a few different bays around there. I tend to get a bit seasick, but found that the catamaran suited me well, and we enjoyed seeing various places that we could not get to by car from the mainland. We highly recommend it.
One day we took the car further inland and checked out some various towns. We stopped by some old Byzantine churches, walked through the town of Chalky, and soaked in the views of the luscious greenery the center of the island offered. We continued our day tour with an incredible meal near the town of Moni at a restaurant and resort called El Iolitos. The hospitality of the staff was so incredible it made our lunch special. After the meal and chat, we were given complimentary drinks, which seems to be another thing.
Slightly south of where we stayed was an abandoned hotel called Electra. Locals say there are two tales of why this structure was never completed. One was that it was a hotel being built that ran out of money before it was finished, and the other is that it was a front for smuggling illegal goods in and out of the country. Either way, we enjoyed seeing the local artwork that was spray painted on the walls.
Though we had 7 days booked in Naxos, we had to spend time visiting at least one other island in the Aegean Sea. So on our last day of our trip, we decided to take a ferry over and spend the night in Santorini. The ferry is the best and, in my opinion, one of the most fun ways to get from island to island, as they are very fast and comfortable and fun.
The first thing you will notice when you get to Santorini is a giant cliff that you have seen in videos and photos with all the buildings and restaurants and houses on the cliffside. We saw for our very own eyes the breathtaking scenery. Pictures do not do it justice. It truly was an experience that felt straight out of a movie while we were there. We only spent 1 day there, which we felt like was plenty of time to see many of the sights and experience the hustle and bustle of this busy little island. We met many other tourists compared to the small amount on Naxos, and also noticed that our food and other items were more expensive. But this island cannot come more highly recommended if you want to experience seeing the caldera and the various buildings that are on the island.
Overall, we had a very relaxing and unforgettable trip to Greece, as it is the first of many we plan on doing to many places. For links to most everything that we did on our trip, check out the descriptions below. We hope you enjoyed this video and come back, as we plan to have more of these videos in the future.